When people see you, they're not just checking out your lips or your eyes. They're taking in your whole face, and in less than a second, they've already decided if you're a 10 or you're just there. I know you've seen all the hot girls on social media. I used to stare at them like, how are they doing this? At one point, I honestly believed their attractiveness was 100% genetic. Like, God just clocked in one day and said, yeah, let's make this one illegally hot. Meanwhile, I was out here looking like the before picture in a skincare ad, thinking there was no way I could level up my looks from this to that. But girl, I was so wrong. Turns out, looking like a 10 isn't just about luck or DNA. It's about specific habits that change the way your face looks over time, and in this video, I will break down each of them. I know that this simple 7-step guide will make you look like a 10 out of 10 in no time, because once I started doing these things consistently, people were literally stopping me to compliment my skin, my face, even asking if I got something done. The first thing I changed was my face shape. Girl, I used to think that my face was just naturally round and puffy, like maybe I was just doomed to have a baby face forever. I genuinely thought it was just my bone structure. But once I started doing facial exercises, I could literally see my cheekbones start to show. It was wild. Just 5 minutes a day of actually working the muscles in my face made a huge difference. And when I paired that with some light gua sha, my face was instantly snatched in ways I didn't think were possible. Yeah, that felt nice and it gave me a temporary lift, but I noticed that when I stopped doing it for some days, my face bounced right back. That's when I realized that the real secret is about what's going on inside too. At that time, I didn't realize how much my diet was actually affecting my face. All the instant noodles, junk food, and processed stuff were turning my face into a puffy mess. Like, I didn't even realize how much salt was in everything I ate. And when you consume too much salt, your body tries to balance out the sodium levels by retaining water, which leads to bloating and puffiness, especially in your face. So my face wasn't just fat, it was just holding on to loads of water. I started drinking water constantly to flush out the excess sodium. Water is literally the solution to so many issues. It keeps everything running smoothly. So I got myself a cute water bottle, kept it with me at all times, and made sure I was sipping throughout the day. But water wasn't the only thing I changed. I also started my fat loss journey because when you lose body fat, your face leans out too, so I started eating clean foods. When I started my clean eating journey, the options I had left were quite limited, and honestly that made things so much harder. But once I started following people that helped me make easy, healthy meals, and once I made a Pinterest board of my favorite meals, I wasn't wasting time trying to decide what to eat. I just knew what to eat. I also started swapping out the junk for actual nutrients. More fruits, veggies, lean proteins, healthy fats, all the good stuff. And no, I'm not saying I suddenly turned into a kale salad girly overnight, but I started small. Like swapping soda for water, adding a side of greens to my meals, cutting back on processed sugars. And let me tell you, once I cleaned up my diet, my face started changing. My jawline looked sharper, my skin got brighter, and the puffiness that I thought was just my face literally started to disappear. That's also when I learned about cortisol, aka the stress hormone that was doing me so dirty. I didn't realize how much my sleep schedule, constant stress, and overthinking were affecting my face. So I decided I was going to have a better sleeping schedule. I started sleeping early and also waking up early. I also journaled a lot and started listening to meditation guides and subliminals to help me calm my mind and avoid stressing out, and all these habits changed my face shape. The second thing I did was take better care of my skin. Now listen, I already had a skincare routine. I was using cleansers, moisturizers, toners, serums, like a lot of stuff. But I was so obsessed with having perfect, flawless skin, so I kept piling on more and more products. And if a serum didn't work after 2 days, best believe I was jumping onto the next trending one, completely ignoring the fact that my skin was screaming for help. Eventually, it caught up with me. I broke out, my face felt itchy and irritated all the time, I had redness and weird texture. Turns out I had completely wrecked my skin barrier from all the overdoing. That's when I realized less is more. Your skin doesn't need a 10-step routine to glow, it needs consistency and a little bit of breathing room. So I changed my routine. I started using a gentle cleanser to wash my face, a simple fragrance-free moisturizer to keep it hydrated, and a good sunscreen to protect it. Occasionally, I'd add in a vitamin C serum for that extra glow, and guess what? My skin started healing. It looked calmer, smoother, and way healthier than it ever did with all that chaos. So you really don't need a crazy 40-step routine to get healthy, glowy skin. Of course, all these products depend on your skin type, and you should also look out for certain ingredients. I have a video that will show you exactly what to do so you can check it out. Let's talk about the eyes. I used to constantly have red, tired-looking eyes, and I had no idea why, until I realized I was basically staring into the sun, aka my phone screen, for hours every single day. So I started giving myself phone breaks, especially in the evenings. I even lowered my screen brightness and started using blue light glasses when working on my computer. You can find cute and affordable ones on Amazon, and yes, they actually help! My eyes now look way less irritated. The other thing I also used to get were dark circles and heavy eye bags. I struggled with them for a while, and no eye cream in the world was fixing it, because the real issue was my messed up sleep schedule. Once I started getting consistent rest and actually letting my body recharge, they started to fade. But if you still get them, I learned a quick hack. Grab 2 metal spoons, throw them in the freezer for about 30 minutes, then place them under your eyes. That cold metal helps reduce inflammation and shrinks the blood vessels under your skin, which makes your under eye area look instantly more awake. Some people also use a hydrating eye cream afterward to lock in that refreshed look. The next big thing you can do is take care of your lips. If you're constantly licking them, stop right now. I know it feels like you're adding more moisture, but really, you're just drying them out even more. That's why they stay cracked, flaky, and crusty. What you should do instead is gently exfoliate your lips twice a week. I started using a simple DIY sugar scrub, just sugar and honey or coconut oil. It buffs away all the dead skin and leaves your lips feeling baby soft. Then I follow up with a thick lip balm. Not those cute tiny trendy ones that smell like candy and vanish in 5 seconds. No, I'm talking rich, healing balms that actually lock in moisture. Once my lips were smooth and hydrated, I started using lip oils on top. And the difference was insane. Lip oils give you that glossy, juicy look without being sticky. They make your lips look naturally plump and healthy, and the best part is that they actually nourish your lips while making them look like glass. If someone notices your lips, you better believe they're noticing your teeth, too. Nothing ruins a pretty face faster than bad breath or yellow, crusty teeth. It sounds harsh, but it's true. Almost all the bacteria that causes bad breath isn't hiding between your teeth, it's chilling on your tongue. That white coating you see when you stick your tongue out? Yeah, that's the culprit. Get yourself a tongue scraper and scrape your tongue every morning or at night. Of course, brush your teeth after meals. I mentally divide my mouth into 4 sections and spend about 30 seconds brushing each side. I also don't skip flossing. I used to be one of those, flossing is optional girls until I realized how much buildup I was ignoring. Once I made flossing a daily thing, my whole mouth felt cleaner. If your teeth are stained, maybe from coffee, tea, or other drinks, try oil pulling. I know it sounds weird, but swishing a spoonful of coconut oil in your mouth for 10 minutes helps lift stains and improve your gum health. Also, a quick PSA, change your toothbrush. I know it's easy to forget, but using the same one for months straight is low-key nasty, so make sure you swap it out every 2 to 3 months, or sooner if the bristles look worn. Have you ever seen someone get a lash lift or switch up their brow shape and suddenly, boom, their whole face looks 10 times better? That's not a coincidence. It's because lashes and brows literally frame your face. They add structure, balance, and make your features pop without you even realizing it. Most of them get these results by using lash maps from their technicians, but if you don't have that money to spend, you can do it yourself at home and get the same results. Or you can use a lash curler and a good lengthening mascara. I've seen people get insane length just by curling their lashes in the right angle. Now for brows, please don't just follow trends blindly. Your perfect brow shape depends on your face shape. You can use this guide here to figure out what brow shape suits your face. If your brows are thin or patchy, you can fill them in lightly with a pencil or powder, or you can use castor oil to help them grow. And if they're too thick, you can tweeze them to get the shape that best suits your face. Let's talk hair, because imagine getting every other feature in check, and then your hairline is thinning, your ends are dry, and your style is doing nothing for your face. Girl, the right hairstyle can literally make you look like a supermodel. It's that serious. First of all, if you're dealing with hairline thinning, take a look at how tight your hairstyles are. Constant tension from tight ponytails, buns, or braids can cause traction alopecia, which means your hair is being pulled out from the root and it's not worth it. If you notice bald patches, give your scalp a break, and if the damage is already done, minoxidil can help you regrow your hair. But be patient with it because results take time. Now, let's talk about hairstyles. All kinds of hairstyles can change how your face looks. A ponytail can lift your whole face. A chin-length bob can give you that clean, sculpted, model-off-duty look. Layers can slim your face down, long curled hair can soften your features, and an afro adds softness, volume, and balance to your face, and it can beautifully frame your features. Choosing a haircut that fits your face shape is such a cheat code, but there's a lot more to hair than just styling it. So if you want that full, healthy, luscious look that turns heads, check out my other video where I break down my full hair care routine. Everything from growth tips to how I keep my hair shiny, thick, and smelling amazing all day long. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.